Hey guys, what's up? It's Crims. Got here battle for you guys. I actually got a new charger for my DS, so now I can actually play DS now and Wi-Fi battles, which is cool. GameStop apparently just gave me a DS charger for free because they're nice, I guess. So yeah, that's that story. Anyways, so I got here a match versus Atlashine from the Smogum Wi-Fi Battle Finder. Now, oh, he actually has a YouTube, so you should check that out first. But anyways. Now, when you go to Smoking Wi-Fi Battlefinder and you're like, damn, I hope I don't get a noob. And then you find this guy and you see this team. And you assume, oh my goodness, this guy sucks, right? He has one OU in an OU match, and he's running Swampert and Marshtomp. Like, apparently someone just really likes Mudkips. I don't know. But I see he has Crobat, Dusclops, Registeel. I mean, it's really not appealing. I'm kind of looking down on this, and I'm thinking, alright, it's just going to be another noob who can't really do anything. So, seeing his team, I think, Lucario is the best lead. If he leads with a Dusclops or a Marshtomp or something, I'll just switch out to Espeon, because it pretty much walls it, because, Stealth Rocks, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, stuff like that. So he actually does lead with the Registeel, so I do decide to go into Espeon, and Espeon does magic bounce that Thunder Wave back to the Registeel, so that's pretty cool. And there's that. So I'm a Calm Mind Espeon, and I have Baton Pass and stuff. So I just Calm Mind, and if he does go for Seismic Toss and stuff, I can get two Calm Minds. Calm Mind, Baton Pass those Calm Minds to Immense, and start wrecking shit. Because seeing his team really, Immense kind of destroys it, sort of a little bit. I know he has a Swampert, but seeing that he has Swampert and Marshtomp, I'm guessing Swampert's more of a offensive set, like Choice Band. So I'm not really threatened of that, and Marshtomp kind of sucks, so I don't know. So I just go and do the power, and I go for a Fire Blast. Now, this is a Registeel, and I did not think I would kill it, but if it did, cool. But it doesn't. I do have the Lumberry just in case he Thunder Waves, but then he throws out a random Ice Punch, and I'm like, hello, okay, so Mence dies. That's very pitiful. I'm sorry, Mence. I'm sorry you got demolished by a chunk of steel that is an alien and makes random sounds by an icy punch of death. So I'm sorry. That's my bad. So I just go into Lucario. Lucario goes for the close combat, and that's the end of that. Yeah. So he now goes into Crobat. Crobat is definitely a threat, and I also thought, well, he's running random stuff, so I'm not going to go into my Ferrothorn just in case he has Heat Wave. And he ends up going for Nasty Plot, so if he has Nasty Plot, he has Heat Wave for those Steel types. And I'm kind of scared right now, because, this is a more defensively orientated Suicune, so, I might be taking a little bit of damage from this. But Air Slash does under half. I go for Ice Beam, and it's also a 2-hit KO, so that's not really looking good because, the Crobat's faster. And then he uses Giga Drain, and I'm like, hi, okay, Giga Drain on a Nasty Plot. I don't even run that. Like, if I have a Nasty Plot Crobat, like, I don't know. But it doesn't kill me, and I go for the Roar because that thing's a threat, I guess. And I roar him out into Dusclops. Now, yeah, so I see Dusclops, and it's probably going to go for the Seismic Toss, so I'm just going to go for the rest. Because, well, I can go for the rest. I mean, what's wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? Nope. I don't think so. So he goes for Seismic Toss. I easily live, because, well, Herp does only 100 damage. And I'm asleep, which is kind of unfortunate, but, it's unfortunate. So I switch out into Jax's Balls. Predicting to switch into actually more of a Marshtomp, Swampert, and or Crobat. And if he does go into Crobat, I can just switch back out into Terrakion, which, Heat Wave obviously doesn't do anything to Terrakion, even though it's, like, an Icicle Terrakion. But, no, it doesn't do anything. But he does get a crit, which is unfortunate, but it's not like it really changed anything at all. So he knows, a Giga Drain won't do much, so he switches into Swampert as I go for the Stone Edge. And I don't see leftovers. So seeing that I don't see leftovers, I'm pretty sure if he's a smart person, he's going to go for a Hammer Arm and not an Earthquake, predicting my switch into Ferrothorn. Which he does. So that's good. At least I know this person's smart at this point. I know that he predicts switches and does good plays. So this isn't just some random noob, he just has a weird team. But which I don't even understand this team, but it's cool, I guess. I mean, if you like Mudkips and Crobat, I mean, I love Crobat. Right now, I'm kind of threatened by this Crobat because this thing would sweep me if it really could. I do actually have a Lucario with a Focus Sash, so as long as I have that, this Crobat's not going to sweep me. And because, you know, I can go for Crunch and go for E-Speed, but I'm not sure if a Crunch and an E-Speed would kill, so that's the reason why I haven't gotten into it yet. And I don't have Ice Punch, so there's that. So I go for the Roar again. He goes back into Dusclops. You know, well, he doesn't really choose to go into Dusclops, but I roar him into Dusclops. And he doesn't like that, so I guess he decides to switch back out into Crobat as I go for Scald. And I'm like, please burn. Please, just burn him. I mean, I know he's special, but burning is nice. And I don't get it. So that sucks. And, yeah. That's pretty much how the story goes. I go for Roar again. He Giga Drains, does about 100 damage-ish. And, yeah, I just roar. I mean, if I roar him into something good, I roar him into Marshtomp, and I was tempted to switch back out into Espeon, but I didn't. I just went for the Scald because, you know, if I do burn it, I can, you know, that's fine, I guess. I also wanted to go back into Espeon or Lucario because of the fact that I didn't want Stealth Rocks to be up, because, you know, Lucario would be my saving grace at this point unless something else happens. He does go for the Giga Drain again, and I do live with 2 HP, so that's pretty sexy. And I go for Roar again because I would go for Rest, but since he has Nasty Flood, I'm not gonna do it, because this Suicune is my, you know, is what's gonna save my ass. So yeah, I also need Stealth Rocks on my field because he's obviously switching a lot. So yeah, I want those Stealth Rocks on the field, and that's that. So I go for the Scald, hope for the burn again, but I still don't get it, which is like, okay, 3 Scalds, 0 burns. That's unfortunate. I don't know about you, but whatever. So I go into Jax's Balls. I go for the Thunder Wave, predicting the switch into Crobat because, again, I'm thinking this guy's pretty smart. So I'm thinking he's going to predict the Stealth Rocks, but he doesn't do it. So whatever. He doesn't go into Crobat. That's whatever. He goes for Skill Swap, and I'm like, hello? Skill Swap? What? Okay. I guess he just doesn't want to get hit by Iron Barbs, or I don't know. I mean, he gave me pressure, so I don't know. Whatever. He goes for Seismic Toss. I guess he doesn't get hurt by the Iron Barbs because of the Skill Swap, which is weird. I've actually never seen a Dusclops in singles use Skill Swap. I've seen it in doubles, but I don't know. Whatever, it's his team. So I predicted a Will-O-Wisp at this point because, you know, he probably wants to burn me, and I do go into Espeon, and predicting that I'm going to get enough HP that I'm over 100 so that a Seismic Toss won't kill me. So I go for a Shadow Ball. He decides to go into a Infernape. Shadow Ball does barely over half, and I don't see an item, so I'm pretty much just like, please don't be Scarfed. And he's not, so that's pretty cool. He's not a Scarfed Infernape, and yeah, Espeon's awesome. So now he goes into Swampert, and I go for Psychic, which this is a Psychic Gem boost, Psychic Gem Espeon, and this is just the reason why I love Psychic Gem. Normally a Psychic would not kill that Swampert, but because I had it, it killed it, and getting those big threats out of here. I love that. It's just awesome. So now he goes into a Marshtomp, and I'm like, something's up. I don't know what, but he's going to do something weird. So I decide to switch out, and he goes for the Mirror Coat. So now I know this is a countering, mirror coating Marshtomp. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I go for the Leech Seed again. Yeah. And also, I know in the back of my mind, Heat Wave from a Crobat will not kill a Ferrothorn, no matter what. Unless he's like modest max special attack. A Heat Wave will not kill a Ferrothorn. So, knowing that, I know that even if he does go into Crobat and I don't Thunder Wave it, and I Leech Seed it or something, I can switch to or I can just go for a Thunder Wave. Like, that's pretty much that, and then cripple it. He goes for Pain Split on the Espeon, and apparently we both had 107 HP, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I pretty much just get free Leech Seed. I go for Calm Mind, and I'm pretty sure at 77 HP, an Air Slash won't kill Espeon at that range. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. He goes into Marshtomp again. It's kind of obvious that he's going for, you know, a Mirror Coat. And if he does go for any attacking move, it will not do anything to a Ferrothorn, so I just baton pass my Calm Minds to a Ferrothorn. Also gives me some boosts for that Heat Wave that the Crobat will do, so that's pretty cool. I go for the Leech Seed on the Marshtomp. He does go for the Stealth Rocks, which is, you know, it's okay at this point, because I know a Heat Wave will not kill me, and I'll just go for the Thunder Wave and cripple the Crobat, so threat, you know, taken care of. So, actually, I predicted the switch into the Crobat, and I go for the Thunder Wave, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so he goes for the Heat Wave. Apparently, Crobat's still faster if he's paralyzed. Doesn't even do half. Like, that's pretty sexy, but he does get the burn, which is, again, unfortunate. I mean, there's actually a lot of hacks. Not really important hacks, but hacks nonetheless. And yeah, this is a pretty long battle. I didn't even notice. Holy shit, 12 minutes? Like, that's insane. But whatever. I switch out and I go into Nice Rack because he's obviously going to go for the Heat Wave. Apparently, he gets paralyzed here, and he told me he went for Giga Drain. I really don't think he did, but it's fine. I mean, I know Giga Drain, it would be a solid 2-hit KO, if not a 3-hit KO, because of the fact that I have Leech Seed on me. So I don't think it really mattered at all. So yeah, there's that. And his last poke's Marshtomp, and I just decided to switch out just to, you know, I'm locked into Stone Edge, so I have to switch to Espeon. He goes for Waterfall. Oh no, he goes for Counter. Sorry, I guess. But I go for the Psychic. I think I get a crit here. I think. No, I don't get a crit. Wow. Espeon, you're fucking bulky. Or you're fucking strong. I don't know. Whatever. Marshtomp, you suck. I don't know what's up with that. But whatever. I go into Diet Pepsi and I just go for close combat, and that's the game. So, yeah, that was actually a pretty good match, even though, you know, you had a weird-ass team, and I assumed wrong, and, you know, that's my bad. I mean, that's that. And I almost got my shit rocked because of it. So, yeah, Crobat, you're a fucking threat. I love you, but, you know, you're kind of weak. Stay in you. But other than that was a pretty good game. Comment, rate, subscribe. Go check out this guy's channel. I think he's, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but you know, he seems legit. So there's that. I'll see you guys.